You've come to an understanding with Dalloway, haven't you? Haven't you?
It's so difficult, Peter.
Just tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth.
He makes me feel safe.
Safe? Is that what you want?
You want so much of me, Peter. I just can't do it. Throw everything away and go across the world with you. I'm just not brave in that way. And Richard...
And Richard will pamper you and keep you in a perfectly beautiful, safe prison, filled with flowers and stuffed with elegant antique furniture. He'll make all the decisions for you, and you'll never have to think again.
You demand so much from me.
Because I love you, for God's sake.
Richard will leave me room. Room to breathe.
Clarissa, he's a fool. An unimaginative, dull fool.
You want too much of me, Peter. I can't give it.
So it's no use. This is the end.
I'm sorry, Peter.
Clarissa! Clarissa! Clarissa!
He threw himself out of the window and impaled himself on the railings. Up flashed the ground, and through him, blundering and bruising, went the rusty spikes, and there he lay with a thud, thud, thud in his brain, and then a suffocation of blackness. Why did he do it? And why did the Bradshaws talk of it at my party? He's thrown it all away. His life. Just like that. I once threw a shilling into the Serpentine. But he's thrown his life away. You were going to write, I remember. Have you written anything?
Not a word. Not a solitary word.
But then he will always stay young. All day long, I've been thinking of Borden, of Peter and Sally. We've grown old. We'll grow older. Have I lost the thing that mattered? Let it get obscured, gradually, every day in corruption, lies, and chatter. Do you remember the night we went boating on the lake?
Yes, I remember thinking she's abandoned me. And then, all of a sudden, she was there with her hand stretched out, looking utterly beautiful, saying, "Come on, come on. They're all waiting." Why wouldn't she marry me, Sally?
She was afraid.
Your parents just hand it to you, life, to be lived right through to the end. We must walk it serenely, but in the depths of my heart there's been an awful fear sometimes that I couldn't go on. Without Richard, sitting there calmly reading the Times, while I crouched like a bird and gradually revived, I might have perished.
I looked across the room and wondered, who's that lovely girl? And then I realized, that's my daughter.
Maybe she needed someone who found life simple. She certainly cared for you, more than she cared for Richard.
Well, my life isn't simple. My relationship with her wasn't simple. She broke my heart. And you can't love like that twice.
What makes us go on? What sends roaring up in us that immeasurable delight to surprise us? Then nothing can be slow enough. Nothing lasts too long. And you want to say to each moment, stay, stay, stay.
I cherish the friendship I had with Clarissa. There was something pure about her. She had such charm, such generosity. I can see her to this day, going about the house all in white. She always seemed to be in white, and her arms were full of flowers. And I wondered, does absence really matter? Does distance? You'll think me sentimental, and so I am. But I've come to believe that the only thing worth saying is what you really feel.
But I don't know what I feel. I know that I loved her once, and that it stayed with me all my life, and colored everything.
I must go back to my party, to Sally and Peter. That young man killed himself, but I don't pity him. I'm somehow glad he could do it, throw it away. It's made me feel the beauty, somehow feel very like him, less afraid.
I have to go.
Do you think he's made her happy?
Who can tell, Peter? All our relationships are just scratches on the surface. We thought he wasn't very bright, but what does the brain matter?
Compared to the heart.